The Resident Evil franchise has become synonymous with the survival horror genre. Having originally released over 3 decades ago, there are now over 30 entries when counting both mainline and spin-off titles. With the upcoming release of Requiem, join me as I count down my top 5 entries, and please feel free to share yours in the comments.
Number 5.
Resident Evil Revelations.
Resident Evil Revelations stands out as a return to the series' survival horror roots, while blending in modern action elements. Set largely aboard the eerie Queen Zenobia cruise ship, the game delivers a tense, claustrophobic atmosphere reminiscent of earlier titles. Originally releasing on 3DS but later hitting home consoles, you play as Jill Valentine while navigating dark corridors filled with grotesque ooze enemies, limited ammo, and unsettling sound design. While not reinventing the wheel, it successfully bridged the gap between classic survival horror and the more action-heavy era of Resident Evil titles.
Number 4.
Resident Evil 7.
Resident Evil 7 reinvented the franchise by shifting to a first-person view and delivering a deeply personal, terrifying experience. Set in the decaying Baker family home, the game emphasizes vulnerability, exploration, and psychological horror. Ethan Winters' search for his missing wife draws players into a nightmarish scenario filled with disturbing encounters and relentless pursuers. The return to a slower-paced experience with greater emphasis on resource management revitalized the series after its more action-focused installments.
Number 3.
Expanding on the foundation laid by its predecessor, Resident Evil Village struck a beautiful balance by combining the classic slow-burn horror with high-intensity action. Set in a mysterious European village, the game blends multiple horror styles, including gothic castles and industrial nightmares. The pacing feels more dynamic, offering a balance between combat-heavy sequences and nervously tense exploration. Ethan Winters returns as a more determined protagonist, and the story more than ever tries to tie together several threads from the franchise's lore.
Number 2.
Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil 4 revolutionized not just the franchise, but arguably the entire third-person shooter genre. Following Leon Kennedy on a mission to rescue the president's daughter in rural Spain, the game introduced an over-the-shoulder camera system that became industry standard. Its mix of intense combat, campy dialogue, and set-piece moments creates an unforgettable experience. The balance between horror and action is masterfully handled, and its pacing rarely stops for a breather. Years after its release, and many re-releases, its influence on modern action horror games remains undeniable.
Number 1.
Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2 Remake is widely regarded as the pinnacle of modern survival horror. Reimagining the 1998 classic that solidified the series within the industry, with stunning visuals and the modernized over-the-shoulder view, it perfectly captures tension and dread. Playing as Leon Kennedy or Claire Redfield, players must navigate the zombie-infested Raccoon City while being relentlessly stalked by Mr. X. The game expertly blends limited resources, strategic combat, and nerve-wracking exploration. By honoring the spirit of the original while modernizing its mechanics, it delivers one of the most refined and terrifying experiences in the entire Resident Evil franchise.